I'm very confused just looking at the last comment from Zoran on the Timu version of something.
The suits of armor.
Yeah,
the like suits of armor thing.
Oh
Yeah.
god, yeah.
There seems to be like, yeah, I guess so. Let's just kind of hop right in. You guys kind of investigate the other room. You find this like miniature mimic chest thing under the bed. You guys take care of it. You find out that it's got some weird sort of, I don't want to say sentience because I guess it is sentient, but it's able to communicate. Yeah, not anymore. Sorry, you're right. It was able to say some, at least have the ability of language, which in itself is pretty interesting. But we clearly took care of that, so you don't have to roleplay any of that. You guys go down to this bottom room here, and this room kind of seems like some sort of like armory type like training room, kind of where both Hades and Oz are standing. There's like a bunch of like dummies there that are kind of like thrown up and like filled with like straw or whatever. And then there were these suits of armor that you go to investigate because they kind of draw your attention that they are made of plate, or they seem to be plate armor. And then they attack you, and we engage in combat. And we pretty much wrapped up there, where you guys defeat these things. I feel like you guys are. I'm surprised you guys have made it this long. You guys are pretty tapped, I would assume, on your abilities, or.
Very much so.
That
Except Zoran, which apparently has not even been in combat.
Yeah.
Zoran, yeah, somehow unscathed. But then the other thing, in this room, there seems to be some sort of elevator that kind of goes up and down. And last time I kind of indicated that it was moving fairly quickly, kind of reading the text here just to making sure like how quickly that was. It actually stays on the floor for about a minute, and then it disappears for about a minute, and then it comes back. So it's not like it's like coming back down. Like it's not like Dark Souls exactly, where it's like a completely quick platform. It does take a little bit of time to descend.
Is it always seem like it's bouncing between two floors, like it comes up and then goes back down, or is it? Does that make sense?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
We presumably have something above us and below us.
Right. So.
No, occasionally it stops in hardware and then goes on up to women's lingerie and then comes back down.
Yes. So, to answer your question, yes, you're right. Sorry. It does go up as you maybe take a moment to kind of look at it. It does go up, disappears for about a minute, comes back, stays there for a minute, goes low, below a level, disappears for a minute, then comes back. So you have the option to either go up or go down.
Or just walk away from this whole mess.
Or walk, yeah, exactly. That's now if you guys decide to do that, we'll probably be cutting the session a little bit short because I really don't know what to do.
Literally just throw an owlbear at us.
I could do that. I feel like you have some sort of desire for that, Greg, though, or maybe Oz does. Maybe not Greg specifically, but Oz does.
Yeah, we can go with that.
So yeah, I'll let you guys all on pause here, and you guys can chat it out, move around, see what would you like to do. I see JP towards like these arrow window slit things here.
Are we still hearing any signs of that maybe dragon flying around outside?
Give me a perception check.
Ew. A 10.
10. No, you're not hearing anything. You do you do all you hear is kind of like just a bunch of like wind, and you assume it's just kind of the elevation that but you don't really hear like flapping of large wings or anything like that, or roars or
Okay. I'm not crazy. The dragon showed up or something, didn't it?
yeah, it seems like something showed up, or you heard something about that. So you didn't exactly get visual once you were within, but you did hear something.
But we're not hearing that, whatever that was. I'm not hearing that anymore.
No, not right now. No.
Okay, got it. Then I will stay away from the arrow slits.
Yeah, probably a good idea. The other thing is that you guys didn't get a chance to, because we kind of stopped right at the end there, to investigate the armor that might be of value if you guys wanted to do that.
Yes, I would like to check the quality of the armor.
Okay.
And I'll check the Temu versions.
Yeah, so you check the Temu versions and you're like, yeah, this is probably not going to cut it. They're not really that valuable. They're pretty caved in. Like, maybe you could try to, like, I'm
going to toss them out the window. Yeah. Unless someone in my group is really like, I want to keep this. But I'm going to toss them out.
That'll buff out.
Who knows anything about paintless dent repair?
Yeah, I mean, you can make a quick buck out of it. They are like, they're not like, plastic or anything like that. And they are some sort of metal, so there is some value to them, but they're not going to go for like, plate armor or some armor price. Yeah, they're foil. Yeah, it's aluminum foil. It even doesn't even look aesthetically pleasing. Like once you roll up the foil, it's just like, oh, why would I want this? Okay, Asila, you said you wanted to look at the nice armor.
Yep.
Why didn't you give me kind of roll here?
I would like to investigate all the armor for like what might have been the source of their animation.
Okay, yeah. Give me an acrobatics, arcana check. I was looking at acrobatics, but I meant arcana. Asila, give me an investigation check, I guess. And or perception. You could do roll either, I guess. Sorry, I just made you roll. Okay, well, even if it were perception, it wouldn't be a great roll.
It would have been the same modifier, so.
Yeah. Okay, 18. Yeah, so you're familiar with this, Oz. I almost said Greg, but Oz, you're familiar with this. That these are some sort of construct. They seem to be just animated armor. So somebody has the ability to just kind of reanimate this thing or cast that to bring this armor to life.
Not animated anymore.
Correct. But yeah, that's what it was. So it wasn't like as you guys kind of originally were saying, like some sort of like mimic per se, but it seems like someone or something casted this to kind of animate these armors, and a number of them.
Okay.
Okay, so and I guess I'll give you a little bit more information. So it's quite a high level spell to animate something. So you gather that whoever did this, is no joke, I guess, in that respect, in the arcane arts.
No conjurer of cheap tricks.
Yeah. Asilo, you kind of look at this armor and you kind of deduce that, yeah, maybe when you were trying to take it out, you were maybe a little bit too aggressive, and it seems to be pretty not in good shape. At least right now, like if you were to put it on, you would not get the benefit mechanically. Maybe if you brought it to somebody to, try to fix it or repair it, but it seems to be not in their best shape. Granted, you don't necessarily have the eye for this, but still. Oops, all dens, yeah.
Well, crap.
So, alas, your AC will not go up today, perhaps.
Oh, well. Womp womp.
Maybe we could take all the armor back to town, and they could use the corpses of the other two to bolster the fancier one.
Yeah, that is a possibility. It's too bad Zorn threw it over the side there.
Hey, I said if someone stopped me, I wouldn't do that.
Oh,
And Oz
okay.
did. He said
Okay.
we could take it to town. So I said, okay, fine.
Okay,
I
sorry.
guess.
I missed
We're
that.
just hoarders. We just take everything with us.
Yeah, we may have to leave the mimic corpse behind.
You can grab it on the way out.
Maybe. It's cold up here, so I mean it should stay pretty well preserved, I would think.
Mm-hmm.
So, you guys are hanging out here. What would you like to do? You do have one door left that you haven't explored on this level per se, that you've observed. So if you want to go check that one out, if you're just like, nah, I'm good, let's move on to the next level. You guys are relatively spent if you guys were trying to get some sort of rest, I guess.
It feels like we should check that last door
Last door. Last door.
before we decide to rest.
Okay.
What's the
I like
worst that could happen?
Yeah.
Yes. What's the worst that could happen? Famous,
Maybe Zoran will open this one. She could actually participate.
Have
I
we
was gonna
taken
say-
2 short rests since we've been here? Or
No,
just
I think we did one at least. 'cause
Yeah,
I
we've
think
done
we did
one.
Done.
so if maybe do one, another one. I don't know if everyone's already tapped out on their hit die.
I would be okay if we did one other short rest. Like I know we can't just do infinite short rests unless
Yeah.
DM is like, that's fine. You have limited number of hit die anyway.
I think we
I mean,
only
you
did
can
one.
take
I
as
think.
many short rests as you want. I would say, I mean, but again, you have a certain sense of urgency, right? So I wouldn't say like, hey, just keep taking them.
Yeah.
I mean, at some point they would become a long rest. I would think, like 8 sequential short rests.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I wouldn't allow you, like, if you were to say, hey, I'm going to take a short rest, and then after the short rest, hey, I'm going to take another short rest, like, I wouldn't allow that.
Yeah.
But the fact that you guys have fought different enemies or different, like, I think multiple different combats between the sets of the short rests, yeah, then of course.
So we're doing a short rest?
Yeah,
Yes or not?
I would like to do a short rest.
All right,
Okay,
let's do a
then
short
Let's
rest.
do that. Yeah, let's do that in the other room then, at least.
Yeah, if you
let's
guys
go
want to
to
move
the-
back.
Sorry, that's why I was like, no. If we aren't doing a short rest, I could always do like one thing of cure wounds on a silo, but I don't want to waste it if we're gonna be.
Doing a short rest, and you can just use hit die anyways.
What?
Okay, let's take a short rest.
Yeah.
Okay. So, is anyone gonna not do anything? Like not heal or do anything if they want to do something specific? We can play that out. Otherwise, we'll just say that you guys take a short rest. And
I mean, I'll at least shut the door. I don't want someone coming in, I guess, but
Okay.
that's probably the only thing.
Awesome. I will be playing Song of Rest while short resting. So everyone gets a
Nice.
extra D6 that wants
is
to
that?
use it.
What does that sound like?
Jesus, Silo.
Soft kitty, warm kitty.
Nice.
I was hurting. I needed some hit points back.
Holy smokes.
Shoot.
Well, make sure to give yourself that extra D6.
Nice on the die rolls though. You were rolling rocks.
Yeah. Well, I suppose I should roll my own. I thought the 5 was what you rolled for everybody, so I could take that back off and roll a d6.
Oh.
So d6. Okay, so I'll subtract 4. Minus.
What a middle finger. Even a 2 wouldn't have hurt as bad, but.
Okay, there we go.
How are you guys looking on hit die? You guys spent, tapped out?
Tapped out.
Yeah, I'm out.
Excellent.
And a roof one. Excellent.
Perfect.
I mean, this is it. This is
But I did get a channel divinity back, so
nice. There
that's
you go.
always a plus.
Got a few die left.
So, Jimmy, I have like 2 potions of 2 healing potions in my inventory. Do you want to take one of these?
No, I feel like we saved those for when one of you fools die.
Okay.
I confirm. Or
Oh,
concur.
so,
Concur. That's how words work.
Confirm.
Yeah, I
We are
confirm
idiots
that
and we will
noted.
die.
a bunch of imbeciles.
All right.
I was just looking in my inventory and it's like new consumable. What did I put in here? And it's the key that I found, and I labeled it as the Juan key, Juan.
Yeah, boo. Okay. So Zoran opens the door again, goes back into the hallway. And I'm assuming you'll follow, and you notice the door in front of you there. Zoran, are you opening it up, or what were you trying to do there?
I always see Jimothy in a silo, checking for traps, so I'm gonna do that.
Okay, give me an investigation check, please.
I'll go help her check for traps.
Okay. You can either roll separately or one of you roll with advantage. So, or
Wait,
Zoran.
investigation?
Yeah.
What?
We just want to just each roll one.
That works. Yeah.
The
15
9.
for me.
9. Okay. So, yeah, Jimothy, you don't really spot anything as well. Zoran, you don't spot anything, but and you both notice that this door is locked. Why don't the both of
Silo,
you
use
also
your
give
key.
me?
Do you want me to use the Juan key?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay, I hand the Juan key to Zoran.
I got a 22 on perception.
Okay.
Oh, and I need to do that too. Sorry.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Ooh.
Not as
9.
okay. Zoran, you ain't hear shit. Jimothy, on the other hand, you hear somebody who's a pretty big mouth breather. You hear
Okay, another one of these. Who's that? And then it's a giant zombie ogre on the other side. Okay, I will before Zoran puts the key in the door or attempts to use the key, I will whisper to everyone that there's one of those big creatures on the other side, I think. Again.
Yeah. So, you don't hear any movement or anything from the other side. But what are you guys doing? Is Zoran gonna use that key still?
Do we knock?
I was gonna say, well, Fades is just sitting back here ready to chuck something if something needs chucking.
Okay.
A
Well,
blast
then,
spell.
yeah. What do we want to do? Do we still want to open the door?
Try the
Silo?
key.
Okay. I'm gonna try the key.
Perfect.
Okay. So you try the key.
Can we all prepare attacks in case there's something on the other side?
And it does not open it. And sorry, I forgot to tell you guys. Remember, you guys used this key to open the closet for the shrine
Ooh.
before.
The creepy
No.
religious shrine or whatever.
Yeah. Sorry, I
Okay.
just remembered that. So I'll say
Oh.
that if you guys were to remember that. So I would say if you don't want to do that, that's fine. You don't have to do that.
Okay. So,
Maybe
Silo,
they
you don't need to keep.
pay a
You
lot
don't
of
need to
money
keep that key
for-
then.
Okay, I will not keep the
Right?
one
I
key.
mean, yeah.
No,
you're
I'll let you
right.
keep
No.
it. You
Throw it out
can
the
have it.
window.
It's Zoran's now.
Well, maybe
Cool.
they didn't pay for a real lock installer to come in here, and they reused some of the same locks.
Maybe it's a skeleton key. It opens everything. Or more things.
Sure. I mean, you could try
Everything.
that.
A skeleton key, but it doesn't open this door.
All right, I'll just say this: it doesn't work.
Yeah. Okay.
Zoran, give me a stealth check, please. Oh,
A 23.
nice. Well. Okay, so you don't hear anybody react. You don't hear any sounds or any commotion or anything from like the other side of like you testing out whether this key opens that lock. You're very you're quite stealthy. You feel fairly stealthy as well.
Cool. Well, then I'll put it in my pocket or whatever, in my bag.
Okay. So
We're hanging on to it.
what are you guys doing? You know that someone, maybe multiple someones, are on the other side. They're breathing heavily.
Are they like actually huffing the keyhole?
No, they're
I
not.
have allergies.
Yeah.
Timothy, I think we should just knock and let them open it, and then we kill them all.
I mean, yeah, we could do that. Or what's this door made of? Is it wood?
No, this one's made out of stone.
Dang it. Okay, I can't set the door on fire then. All right, yeah, I'll knock.
What the
I was
fuck?
hoping if I set it on fire, then they would be like, "Hey, the door's on fire." Then they could open it. Then we could, attack them. But
Yeah.
if it's stone, it's not gonna do anything. So.
Okay. What kind of knock are you doing? Just doing a standard knock? Giving a little.
Pound on it.
No, I'm gonna pound it like I'm the cops. Like
Okay.
a pong pong pong.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Housekeeping. All right. So you hear someone shout back in the language that you don't understand.
Yeah, I'm not gonna respond. I'm just gonna I'm gonna do the knock one more time. If it doesn't sound like anyone's coming to the door, like I don't hear footsteps, I'm gonna knock on the door again.
Okay.
More
Yeah,
aggressively.
Okay. Yeah. Aggressively. Okay. So. Boom, 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 boom. Okay.
Yeah.
So you do hear the footsteps of someone approaching the door. Why don't you give me another perception check, Zoran, since I see Timothy has moved back.
Uh-oh.
13.
Okay. You notice that so there seems to be some sort of whispering on the other side of the door. You can't suss out what it is. It's not even like you can't understand the language. It's like you can't even hear the words. If you could understand the language, it sounds like muffled from the other side. But it seems like someone's whispering or saying something in a low voice, and something else is like still continuously breathing. So you at the very least know there are two individuals on the other side. What would you like to do? You still gonna continue knocking? You're still kind of aggressively doing it. You're gonna continue doing that, or
Let me see. I mean, there's not like obviously like a peephole or something. They can't like look out and see us. So.
right? Exactly. Yeah. From what you can tell, anyway.
CCTV cameras outside.
You hear like, what is this ring camera doing here?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna Silo. I think I'm gonna knock again and then like run and prepare my arrow.
Prepare my elf bar.
Okay.
I don't know. What do you want to do? You want to just go in?
I mean, I think that would probably be the best course of action, to run in and clear the room.
Okay, we're doing it.
Okay, Timothy
I'm
will
gonna try and.
pick the lock then.
I'm gonna try. Yeah, I'm gonna try and open it if I can.
This lock.
Timothy's here.
Wait. So Timothy's gonna try to unlock it, and then.
Yeah,
And
so
then I'll open it. I'll give him a chance to run back, and then I'll open it.
well, yeah. So I'll tell Lauren, keep knocking while I pick the lock, so they can't hear me picking it.
Okay.
And then I'll try to quickly pick the lock.
Okay. Yeah, Timothy. Why don't you give me? I guess roll your I guess, sleight of hand or something, because I think it was
I'm
we
gonna
determined that you get your proficiency with the thieves' tools. So
And I'm gonna cast
22.
guidance on Jimothy.
Oh,
As
22 plus 4 plus 23.
wow, okay. Yeah, so Jimothy, that is enough. You hear a click,
Ah!
and you step away, and you open. Oops.
It's just unlocked at this point, right?
Yeah, it's just unlocked. And so you're gonna open it, and then Silo, I'm assuming you're still gonna stand there.
Yeah, I've got a. I'll have a javelin ready to chuck through the door in case I see aggressive persons on the other side.
Yes. Okay.
I'm gonna do a thumbs up to my teammates to be like, "You guys ready to go?"
Okay. So you open it.
Boom.
Boom. Open it, and you see. Wow, it's almost like you called it exactly, Matt. You do see a large zombified ogre creature that you fought before a while back, standing there, just like, "Grr." And I will have everyone roll for initiative here.
Room service?
Who?
I
Got
used up
him.
your pillow.
Moth. Moth did, not Matt. Shit, Moth.
Are you guys adding yourselves to the initiative tracker here, or I can...
I clicked on it and it said there was no.
Oh.
Let me try again.
There you go.
There we go. All right.
I'm not in combat.
Okay, I'll add you here in a second.
Oh. First I was like, our monster went away. He's invisible.
No, my bad.
He closed the door.
Okay, there you are, Jimothy. You should be there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I didn't close the door. I don't think I did.
I was saying the monster did.
Oh.
You open it up and they're like, no thanks.
No.
It screams and pulls its towel up to its chin.
Are you here about my car warranty?
And then you see this thing, and you also see one of the other kind of like armored individual deer guard that you've kind of been fighting before in this room. Okay. So, top of the round, because you kind of, it wasn't like you, they weren't aware that you were coming, so we'll start with Zoran. Zoran, so you open the door. Do you still want to run back as you see this large, like, individual standing before you?
No. I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark as a bonus action on this dude.
Okay. I will say that he is targeted. Let me add the effect here. He is marked. There we go.
And I will attack it with a short sword since I'm so close, right?
Okay.
I'm assuming he's like right there. So
He's right there. Yep.
a 12.
A 12 does hit.
Ooh.
Oh, damn. Surprising. Okay, well, then I get an extra for my Hunter's Mark. And my Dread Ambusher for my first round. And then, can I roll better than a 2? Let's see. Ah! Okay, so 14 total.
All right. Okay, he takes that.
Okay? And then I have a second attack.
Okay.
An 18.
18 does indeed hit.
Take my Dread Ambusher at least.
Sorry,
So
what are all these
for-
other?
9.
9. Okay, 9.
Total.
Okay, gotcha. It's your hunter's mark and your okay.
Yeah, and I already used my Savage Attacker, so I can't do it again.
Gotcha. And I think you do you get one more? Or...
Well, so I did my bonus action as Hunter's Mark. I get my 2 attacks at the first round. I'm using my short sword. I have.
I think Dread Ambusher gives you an extra attack on your first
Yes.
round of combat.
Yeah. I think that's what it is. Okay.
So a 19 for
That hits.
10 total.
Wow, rolling just great damage. Okay. All right. Any movement or anything?
Well, I know a silo's gonna want to hit him at some point. I wonder if I should go in. I guess I could maybe move here, right? Right here.
Yeah.
Wait. No, now I see someone. I kind of want to stay here. Sorry, Silo. But there's another dude in here, and I don't want to get sandwiched between those two.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But maybe I should.
How are you going to get sandwiched?
Huh?
How are you going to get sandwiched between two people?
Because there's 2 things right there.
Yeah,
You can't
there's
see
one
them
right-
yet.
You can't. There's one right
I
here.
thought you meant you don't want to be flanked by them. Never mind. Just do what you're going to do. They can't move past you if that's what you're saying.
No.
If she
where
would-
I want
were to go
where I
into the
wanna end
room.
up,
Oh, you want to move
there's
in?
gonna
so you
be
can flank.
one. Yeah, I would be in
Got
between
it.
2.
Hmm.
But I also want a Silo to be, at his utmost. Okay, fine. I'm just gonna move.
Ooh,
Yes.
bold.
Bold.
So I would have to be here, right?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's as far as you can go without provoking from either
Yeah.
one of them. Okay. That is your turn. The next is the hero, Bophades.
Oh man. All right.
Run away.
What do you got?
We are going to all right, yeah, that big ugly guy at the door, we'll just try an Eldritch Blast.
Oh, he's blasting.
Boom. We're at 18.
18 hits.
Awesome.
6 points
We
of
sh-
damage there.
We'll fire another one. Ugh.
Good hit. Not great damage.
No. Must have been a glancing blow. And then for Jimothy. Yep, that's all I got. That's what'll do.
Okay. Up next is Jimothy. Jimothy, what do you got?
Jimothy will move up here.
Actually, I will say, sorry, I had to check to make sure. I will give Jimothy some bardic inspiration. I should have
Okay.
gotten that back on my short rest, but
Okay.
so
Sweet.
I'll pass that one along.
Sweet. I will attack the thick boy to the south.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a 23.
23 hits.
4. 2 plus my sneak attack. That's I'm gonna savage attack with that.
Okay.
18. Ooh. 24 psychic damage with my sneak attack.
Rolling rocks here. Okay.
3 5s and a 6.
Making sure that he's not immune to anything like that. No, he's not. That all goes through.
He has no brain. Okay, then I will bonus action attack again. Oh, a natural 20.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Well, sadly, it's not on my sneak attack, so.
Well, not fun.
Okay, so 10 points of psychic.
Okay. Taking all of it, it's kind of hard to tell whether he's bloody or not, since like a bunch of organs and stuff are falling out of him.
Ew.
And you're like the skin's peeling from your from the other attacks. So not looking great.
That will be it for me then.
Okay. Up next is Asilo.
Okay. I will move into the room next to Zoran.
Okay.
And I will smack Big Ugly underneath me.
Okay, smack away.
For a 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Is it undead?
Fun fact, it is undead.
Okay, then it takes all 11 damage.
Good boy.
And then I will go ahead and take my second attack on it.
Mm-hmm.
And sorry for the double dice rolls, but
I'm good.
14 to hit.
14 hits.
16 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Seems
Or-
to all go through.
12 bludgeoning for radiant.
Okay.
Anyway. Bonus action. Can't really do anything. Already moved. Yep, that's my turn.
Okay. Up next is gonna be the guy next to you, Zoran, the smaller dude. He's gonna take a swing at Silo first, and miss, I presume, with a 15.
Yup.
And then he will take a swing at Zoran.
And then I will take a swing at him.
Okay. And Zoran, that'll be a 21 to hit your AC.
That hits.
Okay, you will take 12 points of bludgeoning damage, and then Silo, I will take your attack from this guy.
What the hell's going on? I mean, what the hell is going on?
I don't know what. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm sorry. I'm just going off of what shows up on screen.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll do that. Okay, so 20 does hit his AC. However, this guy is not undead, so he will not take the.
It'll take 10 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, we'll take it.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, no, he will take 6 bludgeoning damage. Sorry, not 10.
Oh, I see. Right, because of the. Right. Yes. Okay. Okay. And that is his turn, and then next is Oz.
Actually, I don't know what it's doing.
Oz doesn't really see the other thing, the elephant in the room, if you will.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see the angle.
So I guess Oz will. Oh! Now Oz sees the elephant. Well, I guess this changes things. Oz is gonna creep up behind Jimothy, and the big guy is still up and about.
He is still up and about. He's looking very zombie-esque.
I'm gonna try and hit it with some fire.
A little fire, Scarecrow.
The 14 hit.
A 14 does hit, and
It'll be
wow,
6.
great damage.
16 points of flame damage.
He is all the like flappy skin and like fat that's kind of exposed, kind of like starts sizzling and igniting a little bit. And you see like embers kind of like falling out from his dead pieces of hair and skin. It smells awful in here.
I stopped breathing because it smells bad.
That's just gross.
It is gross. Anything else there, Oz?
Let's see. I'll move right in front of both Hades. Just kind of back up.
Okay.
Oh, that is vile. Gosh.
All right. So, up next, it is gonna be this thing's turn. So it's gonna, you kind of see now it kind of like reaches next to the side of it, grabs this morning star, and it's gonna be like kind of use the weight of it as it swings it around to take a smack at you there. A silo, so it's just like, and then just comes down with it. Okay. That will be a 21 against your AC.
That'll hit.
Okay, that will be 15 points of bludgeoning damage. And then it'll come and swing out again and be like, oh, and then take another. Ooh, not great. How about an 8 to hit your AC?
Nope.
Or sorry, it's actually a 9, but that misses. Okay, so it gets one swing off you, and that is gonna be its turn. Doesn't do anything. Top of the round, Zoran.
Good old short sword again.
What are you attacking?
This one, the big one.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I figured because you still have the hunter's mark on it, but just want to make sure.
Yeah. Dang, an 11 to attack.
11 hits.
Ooh. Let's use my savage attacker. Maybe it'll be. Nope. Okay, we'll stick with that too then. And a hunter's mark at least. So for 8.
Okay, takes it.
And again. Oh my god.
Funny enough, that actually hits.
What?
You know they got terrible AC when Zoran can hit them. Worst
For
roll ever.
13.
Big, slow, and
13.
squishy makes Zoran happy.
Yes. Seems like it's kind of hard to tell still. Again, like a lot of like, you notice that like some vital organ was that its liver that just fall out. It just kind of like falls out to the ground.
Ugh.
And that's me. And
okay.
I'll stay here and hope
Perfect.
that the silo doesn't die on me.
All right, Bofades, what do
I
you
won't
got?
die on you. I'll die next to you.
Right. I'm gonna see the big guy here still. I can still see him if I guess step around Oz, so I will fire away.
Okay.
With some Eldritch Blast and 15.
15 hits. Oh man.
The music got so dramatic for that one damage.
Oh, that's
rough. Oh my gosh, this is painful. All right, we'll try again.
Oh my goodness. An 8 actually hits.
Yes. Oh man, Bofades. Rough. All right, that is it.
Wow. Okay, so for you, only a natural 1 actually causes you to miss potentially.
Yeah.
Okay, so get some damage there. It's still up, funny enough. What Jimothy? Jimothy, can you finish this thing off?
You mean
Yeah.
six force damage didn't finish it off?
You know, it could have been a little bit better.
All right, I will. An 11.
11 hits.
Perfect.
I'm sorry, you're
guess
still aiming at the big guy, I presume.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I will sneak attack. Oh god. 10, 12, 10, 16, 19 psychic damage.
It's seems like there's more bone now exposed than the skin and organs. It's not looking great.
Okay, I will bonus attack. Bonus action attack again for 19.
Hits.
7 points of psychic damage. 8 points of psychic damage, sorry.
Okay, that's very critical because I invite you to describe your kill.
Ooh, let's see. I guess I will. I don't know. Just put it through his face. Maybe make his eyes explode out.
Okay.
Get wrecked.
Silo, I'm gonna need Silo and Zora, I'm gonna need you to roll dexterity saving throws as this thing kind of like falls on top of you guys.
Uh-oh.
I spike the acid ant.
Hold on, let me check something real quick. You gain because my aura of protection, here, I'll just link it. You gain a bonus to your saving throw equal to my charisma modifier, which is a +2.
Okay.
So whatever you rolled +2. So 19 for Zoran, 14 for myself.
Okay. So that is enough, as you guys are able to kind of like sidestep it or maybe kind of like shove off the Silo, like it changes trajectory just enough so it doesn't completely fall on top of you. And this thing is marked defeated. Okay. That brings up to you there, Asilo. You still have this one guy in front of you.
All right, I will move around behind him to get a more advantageous position and smack him.
Okay.
Does a 24 hit?
A 24 does indeed hit.
So 13 bludgeoning on that first attack.
Okay.
We'll smack at him again. Does a 19 hit?
A 19 does hit.
And I will savage attacker that damage, because that was doo-doo, for 11 bludgeoning.
You guys are just crushing things here. All right. Anything else? Not looking great as you're just smashing in his armor.
I don't think there's anything else I can really do.
Okay.
Yep, that will be my turn.
Okay, so you notice that this individual, he starts to shout at you. He's just like, "Stop! Stop! Stop striking at me! I surrender! Stop!" And so he is. That's going to be his turn as he tells you guys to stop attacking it. He's the only one you've known so far besides Musgart to actually speak common out of these guys. So,
does he drop his weapons or anything, or is he
he's
just
kind of
like
like cowering, just kind of like holding his up. He does drop his, the hammer that he's holding on to. Okay, Oz, what are you doing?
Well, I mean, clearly I stride into this room.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, by the door.
Right, and then you snipe him. With your...
And I'm like, the stench is awful, so I'll use my action to retreat.
Okay.
No,
he uses his action to take a deep breath? Just breathe it in.
Oh.
Do you smell
Really
popcorn?
You know, sound travels. So, you know, I assume Oz heard him say stop.
Yep.
Right?
You did hear. Yeah, I would say everyone in this area could hear it.
Gosh, are we quitters? No, Oz will just move forward and just stand by the door, acting as not muscle, but something.
Okay. Okay, top of the round here is Zoran.
I'm gonna kick his, or you know, like move his weapon away from him, and I don't know. I guess I have some rope. Maybe I can tie him up if he will allow
Okay.
it.
So I guess, sorry, maybe I should kind of pause here for a second. Does anyone want to just finish him off? So we'll continue the initiative. If not, we will stop there as he surrenders.
Yeah, I think if someone yells out they're gonna surrender, I'll let them surrender.
Okay.
Jimothy might throw him out the window later, but
I can't lift
Yeah,
him.
but
I will need help.
That's future. That's future us. Right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
I
right
need to
now
know
we're
if
good
he-
people.
Well, no. Right now, I need to know if he knows a way for us to like get downstairs or get past these kids. Right? Doesn't he have sons? The
Yeah,
guy?
so-
we're-
Okay, so if that's the case, we will end the combat as you kick things away, his weapon away, and he surrenders. Okay, so you said you're gonna try to tie him up. Is that what you said? Sorry, I might have missed that.
Yeah, I have some rope, so maybe tie his hand. You know, like we don't have handcuffs or anything.
Okay, give
so...
me a survival roll to tie him up.
a 10. Average.
And okay, yeah, you tie him up, and yeah. So, what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna ask, what is he doing in this room with this creature?
He's just like, that is my pet, or former pet, or really slave, rather. What do you want here? What is your business in the castle?
We're
Smacking
trying
you
to
guys
talk to.
around.
We'll be asking the questions here, little one.
He kind of scoffs, he's like,
Jimothy, you can come on
Hello.
in. Shouting from the hallway.
He's not coming in the room. It smells.
Perhaps you should ask him to come out to the hallway.
Sure, I could do that.
I am
Silo
tied
and
up.
I can bring him.
Okay, so you are gonna bring him out to the hallway?
Yes. Because apparently it's smelling in here.
I don't know how far you guys, where do you guys want to take him, but you can move him there. Okay, so he's gonna. Okay, one other question he's gonna ask him.
What is your purpose here?
I am the son of Zardarak. Sunblight. Zardarak's my father. I am Nildar.
Wait, where is he?
He is wrapping up his creation. He kind of like laugh. He's like, soon it will be released. He is upstairs. He should be done any moment now, and then you fools will have wasted your time rather than warning the towns of their demise.
Here to join you.
Oh. Well, then let me go and I'll show you around.
Perfect.
No, he doesn't completely want it. He's like, do you take me for a fool?
Yes,
Yes.
of course I do. Stop talking.
Okay.
Just lead the way to your father when we tell you to, and talk less.
Smile more.
What is in it for me? Clearly, I lead you to my father and you're gonna kill me? Is that what's gonna happen? Are you gonna kill my father? I can't do that.
Well, what if he kills us? Why do you seem to underestimate your father?
Timothy,
He's
somehow
kinda-
I don't think that's a compelling argument.
He stays silent. He just kind of like stares daggers at you.
Do we want to deal with that part of this problem today, or do we want to put a pin in it and work on it tomorrow?
Yes, put a dagger in him.
I think we could always put him in the bag of holding and continue this conversation tomorrow. No.
He kind of goes wide-eyed a little bit. I know he says you say that, but he's not like, he doesn't think you're joking. He's like, no, please, I'll die.
Great, perfect. So, how many people are with your father?
Well, he doesn't trust anyone, even his own sons. It could be 2-3 people tops working with him on his final touches.
Well, I've heard his sons are incompetent, so I could see why. 2-3 people, great. How long until he finishes his thing?
No, I don't know. I only collect chardolin for my father. That's
You
my
just said
tax.
it would be done in no time.
His words, not mine.
Oh. When's the last time you spoke to him?
He yelled at me last night.
Oh, what a sad story.
He told me I was useless and...
Were you having trouble holding the light?
And he told me I was useless and the runt of the litter.
Oh, well, that's very sad. Well, perhaps you have reason to want to overthrow him.
No. If anything, my brother does.
Where's your brother?
He should be in the other room. But I have suspicion that you've already killed him.
We've killed everyone we come across, so probably so.
Even the mimic.
And as you say that, you kind of notice that he sheds a tear a little bit.
Oh, don't cry. He was worthless.
Oh my god. And he's trying to hold it together, but he's not the you could tell by that he's not the most like kind of like stoic. He's definitely trying to like hide his emotion here.
He was exceptionally effective at catching very large toothpicks
Yes, we call them arrows.
and javelins.
Please, I don't need to hear more about how you murdered my brother. Now, what do you want? Do you want me to take you to him? That it? And then I'll be done, and then I'll be free? You'll let me go?
Why don't you go back inside the room for a minute while we talk?
You'll have to drag me there. I'm tied up.
Squirm over.
And you like kick him over, and he's like squirming into the room. Okay, we'll just say for the sake of things, you watch him writhe over to the other room.
No, I could take him to the room. You guys can discuss, and then I can bring him back out.
I mean, you could just toss him in there, and close the door behind him, behind you, so you can still be part of the conversation if you want.
Sure, let's do that.
Okay, so you close the door. He's in the other room.
So, what do we need him for? Anything, or should we just kill him?
We probably should just kill him, and then we can raid his room.
Perfect.
In there.
Yeah. You will go back in the room.
Okay, so he asks and talks to us not to kill him. And now that we realized we messed up by not just killing him, we're gonna kill him.
Yes, we will fix our mistake. This is what any reasonable person would do.
He
I mean,
is
we got the
probably
info we
like
needed.
1,000 years old, so this does track with what the players know of Timothy's actions.
I mean, this whole family is evil.
Yes.
So we've been told.
Yes, he took pleasure knowing that his father was about to kill us. Or so he
And all
thought.
the small folk.
And destroying the 10 towns.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's free him. Out
No,
the
life.
window. Free him out the window.
Yeah, you know that's kind of our MO, isn't it?
Everyone give me a perception check real quick.
Perception.
Is he in there killing Zoran right now?
No.
He's probably like walkie-talking his dad.
Papa. Okay, yeah, Oz and Jimothy, you hear like some wriggling happening in the other room. Like
with Zoran?
aggressive. What?
With Zoran?
Well, no, Zoran's
from the
Zoran's
guy.
with you guys. Remember?
Oh, you
Yeah.
put okay.
I put him in, I
Alright.
shut the door, now we gotta open the door and stabby.
Yes, I'm going to pull my rapier and stab him in the knee.
Okay. Roll to attack, please.
I'm assuming he's like wiggling around, or what is he doing?
Yeah, he's trying to like wriggle towards something, like towards his bed.
All right, I will walk up behind him and stab him in the leg.
Okay, roll to attack with the advantage.
Can I see what he was trying to get from the bed? Is there a weapon over there? Like his hammer?
You can't quite tell. It seems like maybe he was moving towards his weapon, but all right, Timothy, what do you got there?
17
Okay, yeah, that'll hit.
for 10 psychic damage. Oh,
He's
no,
just
I'm using my rapier, so 10 piercing damage.
Okay, so he's just like wriggling on, and he says like, "Wait, no!" And he's like, he lets out this like big gasp. He's like, "Ugh," and then like falls forward, and he is dead.
Oh, what?
Wow.
I killed him by stabbing him in the leg?
Yeah, he bleeds out.
You nicked his femoral artery. I mean,
I was
it
gonna
takes
say,
seconds.
You clipped one
Do Aragors have those?
of the big veins.
I didn't know he had veins.
And you think you will. I mean, you do more than his health. So he's just like, it hurts, and then he like goes into shock and dies.
I wonder what he was going after.
Oh well.
Yeah. I understand why his father might have spoken the words that he did.
He was.
Wow. You guys are brutal. You guys kill tied up, defenseless individuals.
He laughed, at the thought of the 10 towns being destroyed. So that's all it takes.
All right. You guys aren't gonna lose sleep over this. Fair enough. Okay.
Can we can I walk around and look around where he was headed for? See if I can see anything, maybe around the bed or under the bed or.
Yeah. Why don't you give me an investigation to kind of check out his room here?
Or secret compartment, something like that.
16.
16. Okay. So the first thing you kind of notice, just looking around, like he's got all these like trophy heads set up. These like mounted heads of like, you've seen a crag cat, kind of like the saber-tooth, like white tiger looking things. You see some sort of like dark elf type individual. It seems like a fish like creature person thing. You see a wolf head. You see a couple other creatures you can't quite you maybe not have seen before, just kind of all mounted. You're kind of like searching through this room. He doesn't seem to have anything of immediate value as you kind of ransack the place. He's got his weapons, seem to be fairly mundane. He's got like food, a jug of wine. Nothing too interesting. It looks like you find a sketchbook, and he's looking like he was working on a drawing. But
Terrible. This looks like a kindergartner wrote these.
But yeah, you don't immediately find anything of interest.
Okay. Well, maybe he just wanted to die on the move.
God damn. That's brutal. Okay, so you guys take care of him, Nildar, the son.
Well,
yeah, you showed one of the pages is just like a little bit crude drawing or something. No.
I will say the drawings.
Oh man. All right. What would you guys like to do? You seem to successfully cleared out everything on this floor.
Maybe we take a long rest here.
So we've got this nice, large, comfortable bedroom. It'd be a shame to let it go to waste.
It does smell awful in here, though, right?
Yeah, let's at least throw these 2 bodies over the,
Yeah.
Do you know how many trips that would take?
Very small. I don't know how much help I will be, so I will let you all take care of the heavy lifting.
So
Timothy's already in the bed.
as you guys say that, just kind of how you've heard it before, you heard a loud roar again,
Gosh.
almost mechanical, kind of reverberating very faintly this time, coming from above or outside rather.
Should one of us try and invisibly maybe sabotage, and then we can do our long rest? And I'd like to remind the group that there were barracks on the other side of the hallway that don't have a rotting undead. You know what? I'm leaving the room.
Fair point. Fair point. More beds.
Yeah, but if you set up your hut, we could just not smell it.
Not setting up the hut in this limited space. There's a bigger room.
Like, I don't know what you're complaining about. I don't smell anything.
You stop breathing.
Exactly.
Unbelievable.
All right, well, let's at least close this door so no one, comes in here.
It's just
Finds our handiwork.
Like, did the I can't remember what his name was. Did he have a key on him? Nildar?
You guys kind of checked out his room. I guess I'll let you guys, if you want to roll something to check his person.
I'll search his body.
Or maybe you said that map, but yeah, if you guys want to look him over.
17.
17. Okay, so you find on him, funny enough, a chunk of Chardolin. Yeah, so you can have that. You do find a keys of some sort on his person, actually.
Keys plural or a key singular?
A singular key, like a large kind of key. Yeah.
Sorry, I just wanted to clarify.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Does it work in the door?
You test it out and it does work on the door.
Okay. So as we leave, I will lock the door behind us.
Okay. You've locked him in there. Fair enough.
Okay.
So, what are you guys doing? Oz suggested some sabotage. You guys looking to rest? What are your options?
Well, what kind of sabotage are we suggesting here, Mr. Invisible Man?
Well, we've heard from at least, I think, 2 individuals now that this mechanical thing, coupled with the map that we found, is close to being created. I can make someone invisible, or a couple people invisible, for an hour. I could scout with my book, as long as it doesn't get too far away, to see what else is around. Because I still think it's somewhat, it's not the end of the day, even though we did take an hour short rest. early afternoon at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So, if this thing truly is close to being finished, it would kind of suck if it gets finished while we're all sleeping.
So, with your invisibility, are we able to sabotage something, or is that going to make us visible to the people around us once we do that?
It is. You would only become visible if you attack or cast a spell.
So you could pull a lever, right? Or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not attacking or casting a spell, then the invisibility should hold.
I mean, but we're attacking potentially the machine. I don't know. That would be
Sabotage. Steal
yeah.
stuff. You don't have to attack
Yeah, that's true.
it. You could take something. You could try to jam, like a pipe into some sort of cog or something of that nature. We could
Steal a cog.
steal a cog. They've been trying to mine Chardolin. My guess is whatever this thing is runs on Chardolin. Why else would you gather this magical substance? So try and steal the fuel source if possible. I have to imagine that a machine like this takes a decent chunk of it.
Mm-hmm. I'm fine with, taking the elevator up and, doing something to this dragon thing or this machine before it's functional.
Yeah, I think sabotaging this somehow and still getting our long rest is the best path that we could take. I worry if we all were to go up, then
Yeah, that starts a whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
that starts a whole fight because let's be real, that's what we do.
Yeah.
We're not the negotiators.
Let's
the
split the
Southerners.
party.
We're not the
Split the
negotiators. We're the Southerners.
Okay. So who's doing what and what's happening here?
I will volunteer to go invisible in case something heavy needs to be pushed over, and I did not tell that to do that. Sorry. Random music playing.
Okay. So
I can
Silo, you want to go, and then who wants to be the second person?
I can make 2 people, and I'll have to concentrate on it. I don't really want to send my book because people can see that, and if people see the book, they're gonna wonder what the heck it is.
Mm-hmm. So I can go with the Silo.
Okay. So we got 2 people going up.
What magical abilities do you have left, Oz? Like, are you...
If I make 2 people invisible, then I can't make someone fly, I can't cast haste, nor can I cast slow.
But Jimothy
Can-
at least, I don't know, can Jimothy make it so we can talk to each other without, with our minds? So we can let them know if we're in trouble?
Yes.
Can you, Misty step away if things get uncomfortable?
Oh, if things down here get uncomfortable...
Well, if you were to come with me, could you Misty step away?
Yeah.
After casting invisibility.
Well, it would break... If I were invisible, I would become visible by casting Misty Step.
In case we were to need to make a hasty retreat. That is a tool that both of us are capable of using.
I will remind everyone that Asilo and I are not the quietest of individuals. I often like to just clank my staff on the stone floor. That's so reassuring, Timothy. Thank you.
I mean, I naturally do that anyway every time you guys are sleeping. I'm just standing there, motionless, watching every moment.
I have free casting and Misty Step, and I have 3 second-level spell slots, so I can Misty Step 4 times.
Okay, well, I will, where is it? Channel Divinity, Harness Divine Power to get a spell slot back. So I have 1 spell slot, or 1 second-level spell.
Okay.
Okay, so for sure, Asilo and I are going, or Asilo, do you want to go with Oz? I guess Oz, do you want to go with Asilo?
Yes, me, the brave one of the group.
Because I basically want to cast Longstrider on the 2 people who are going, so you guys will be a little bit quicker for at least an hour.
Okay.
So you may be able to, ascertain what needs to be done better than anyone here, and obviously I can do the heavy lifting.
We both know I can't. Yeah, sure. Let's give that a try. And if I Misty Step away, I can. It'll depend on the circumstances, but I might be able to make one of us invisible again, depending.
I mean, as a last resort, it's a way to help us move more quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Right,
I did psychic whispers on everyone, but I'll say, but both Fades, I guess.
Okay. Okay, so note that. All right, so all right, so who's doing what? Let's get the plan down. Let's kind of really iron it out. Everyone who's staying back. What's happening?
So Oz and Asilo are going.
Yep.
I'm gonna the last minute before we leave each other, I'm gonna cast that Longstrider just so they can have an extra 10 feet each for their movement.
So I think
And
we're
then
using the platform in kind of the room at the bottom right of the map because that one goes up as well.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well then, okay, so we'll say that you guys are about to do that. Okay, so then I will have you cast that spell there, cast visibility.
the platform goes up and down on its own, right? We don't
Yep,
have to
it goes
do
down on
anything.
its own. It's almost like it's kind of like in a constant motion.
Yeah, perfect.
Is it like a floating platform or they're like chains that...
Yeah, they're like, it's chained. It's almost like an elevator type shaft thing.
Okay.
Okay, so, okay, so why don't you two give me some stealth checks as I...
Asilo, where'd you go?
I'm invisible. Greg cast or Osmanthus cast invisibility on us.
Oh, but I can still see Oz.
He didn't cast it on
because I
himself.
didn't update my status. I'm
I was
busy
like,
casting. Doing this. Oh my gosh.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
That is a phenomenal stealth roll for me. And I look forward to Asilo's stealth roll at disadvantage.
Let me see here. Stealth. At disadvantage.
Not rolled
Hey, I'm consistent.
We average.
So I will bring the two of you over. Pause and a silo here. Give me 1 second to the next level. What are the rest of you? Are you guys going to be hanging back for a bit? I guess.
Yeah, Jimothy
Do
will
we
just.
want to?
Yeah. I'll be studying that leadership book.
Okay.
Okay. And we want to do that in the barracks, or do we want to wait in this platform area in case they need something?
I feel like I think we can just wait in the platform area here, right?
Yeah, you guys want to.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
wait,
mean,
this little side room over here, next to the platform room. There's like the side. There's like a platform. There's a room next to it.
Sorry, where?
you might be in the other.
The other, yeah, I think Jimothy's in the other platform room, not the one that we're in.
There's 2 platform rooms.
Yeah, there's 2 platforms.
Yeah. So the one where the mimics were,
Oh, duh. Okay.
the mimic armor.
Yeah, it seemed like. I mean, you could take that one as well if you want, up or down.
Got it.
So it really depends on what. Yeah, you guys have. Sorry, maybe I didn't make that clear. You have an option. You can either take. If you wait enough, both of them actually take you up and down. So you could use either one.
In that case, I think we would go with the one on the bottom left.
Yeah,
Closer to
I
the
think so
barracks,
too.
Since I didn't realize that those platforms went up and down as well.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm sorry.
so
I'm
yes.
sorry. Yeah,
Let's
kind of.
go to let's go to the ones near the barracks because then Jimmy, then some people can rest a little bit.
Yeah, somebody wasted steps.
Sorry.
And
Now
we don't
you
have
guys gotta be
fitness
confused. Let
trackers,
me-
so these don't count.
Exercise ring closed.
Let me verify this. That I'm pretty sure both of them can take you up and down.
This one just goes down. The other one only goes
I
up.
know I'm about to eat my words here.
Timothy will lose it.
No, they both take you up and down. Okay. Whew. I was on thin ice there for a second.
As Celso reads, one goes down, one goes up. Celso's like, fuck
Yes.
that, they both go up and down.
No. I mean, I want to give you guys the option. If you have the option, maybe you decide to split up. One of you goes one way, one of you goes the other way. And then kind of.
The
Okay.
escalator has stopped moving. What do you do?
So you guys are deciding to go on the left one, right? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, honestly, since, it's a minute between each, if Oz is going to be on the lookout for, a safe spot that people can hide in on this next level. Kind of as a, hey, if you wanted to come up in case when shit hits the fan.
Okay. Yes. Give me 1 second here, guys. I'm like, what does that sound? I'm looking at my screen, working on stuff.
My God, she's gotten so big.
Yes, she has.
She's gonna be almost like Bruce's size.
All right. Let me bring both Asilo and Zoran. Asilo and Oz up. Okay, so you guys are hanging back, I will bring you guys to the room. Okay.
I am busy. Why are you chewing on me? Stop.
All right. So you guys take the elevator up, and you guys go up. It takes about a minute to go up. You climb. It seems like several hundred feet, kind of gauging on this, and you get into this room, and you notice a number of different things. So you guys can probably see two of you there. You notice one. It seems like this giant mechanical gear system operating. You don't see exactly where it's connected to. It's not the most immediate interest, as you see a group of individual of these Dergar working on this huge, seemingly replica of the large-scale dragon-looking Chardalyn creature. And you guys are silent. You're invisible. You're silent. And you are seeing them operate on this thing, getting the finishing touches. And you notice that the thing is moving as this large, long, almost like onyx-colored neck. You see hues of coal fire operating below the large plates of its hide, and it is just as imposing as you could think. It almost seems like as it moving its head around, it kind of looks towards you, as it's staring daggers at you, but it doesn't actually seem to see you. It is quite ominous, and you notice that there's one particular of the Dergar kind of shouting out at the other in the language that you don't understand, as they are, kind of one of them's by its leg. It seems to have some sort of tools, kind of almost stitching or welding or something, the plates of the hide together, as it seems to be of near completion, this large creature here. So, are you not? Well, shit. I thought. Oh, I tried to put Jimothy over. Dang it, Jimothy. Jimothy, you're back over here. Sorry. Now you're on the other side, hopefully. Now you should be there.
Okie dokie. Yes, now I can see.
Now you can see this large thing. Okay, so you're in this room. You notice that there's arrow slits on this level as well. You notice that I'm going to need you both to give me Constitution saving throws. It is pretty cold up here as well, as the wind is blowing in this area.
Is this con save related to the wind specifically?
It's just cold, so yeah. So you will have you have the I think the staff, so you will get advantage with that.
Okay.
Don't forget to add 2.
Let's see.
Okay. Okay, so both of you succeed. You seem to be withstand and aren't particularly affected by the cold here. But this thing is egging to move. As it is a huge creature. It is towering over you. What are you guys doing?
I'm going to glance around the room to see if there's anything obvious that this thing might need for everything to be. I guess you said they're just putting on finishing touches.
Yeah, I mean, it is pretty much near completion. You notice that the wings kind of start to move in a motion. It is why don't the two of you give me a perception check, actually, now that you're both up here. See what you can see.
Basically, are there any doors that it looks like it can move out of?
Yeah, so so you notice sorry, that's the next thing. You notice that one of the large doors, it's kind of like you're at like what seems to be the roof based on how you observe the building from the outside. Um and it is and that's also where the winds are coming from. There's this large opening where this thing looks like it's gonna fly out from.
Okay. So those they're doors that are just open.
Yeah, it seems sorry. It seems like these two large metallic, like it's almost like a gate, and they're open like this up, maybe a little bit more angled, and it's enough space where you gather. It's a large opening on the top to for this thing to fly out.
Okay. I guess. Do either of us notice the mechanism that opened those gates?
You do actually, Oz. You actually spot, um, um, over here some sort of like lever. You're not sure if it's related to that, but you see something um, that would indicate that. You see kind of like over on this corner, even though it's not on the map. Over here, you notice that they have like a large like toolbox. It seems over here, and then you see another one over here that it seems that that's where they're pulling their tools to operate on and fix or construct and work on this thing.
Okay. I think we have to relay messages through Jimothy
Yeah.
for
So
his ability. Jimothy, shit's crazy up here.
More specific?
I'll relay kind of everything that I've seen. Basically say it looks like this mechanical dragon is more or less complete, and they're finishing up the final details since apparently it needs to be stylish while it destroys the Tin Towns.
It's too late to sabotage?
I'll look around and see if there's like the only thing I can think of right now to sabotage would be the two doors that this thing could fly out of. Not to say it couldn't just break the gates, but yeah, I'll also look around and see if there's anything obvious that would make sense to sabotage. Like
yeah, so I'll kind of carry over your rule there. Yeah, you don't see it seems like your original theory of like there must be like a large Shardolin pile that they're gonna feed through doesn't seem to quite hold in the sense like you don't immediately see that. You don't see like any obvious from this side of thing, right? Remember, it's huge. So like from your side of it, you don't see any like openings where like they're still operating on. Like it seems like everything's covered with hide, and the gaps that you do see on the side of its body seem to be like almost like intentional, so it can have like motion between the plates. And you see there just like hot, like orange red color, like almost like embers and stuff like that. Maybe if you put something in there potentially to impede the motion or impede something in there, but it seems to be from what you can see like fairly small gaps. It just they seem larger because there's like almost like blinding reddish orange light seeping through there.
okay, then yeah, I mean how heavy duty do the large gates metallic doors
Um,
look?
so they're not like particularly like they're more just like heavy enough to like not be completely buffeted and like kind of hold their own weight in some sense, but they're not like um designed to like withstand if someone were to throw with some siege weapon within them. It seemed like they would bent in fairly easy. You're not sure what this dragon looking thing is capable of, but yeah. as you're both watching, you notice there's this larger, older one, kind of like come around of the Dergar. Um, he's got this large, kind of like white beard that kind of like almost like the solid block of hair just completely go down from his neck all the way to almost like mid chest, or mid, like maybe just above the diaphragm. It's just like beautiful locks, and you notice that he's got a crown on top of his head as he's shouting orders from what you gather to these other ones. And then he grabs one of them and he like smacks him, and he's like yelling at him in this language that you still don't understand. He looks almost like manic as they're trying to, the other ones is just kind of like ignoring him and just trying to, as quickly as he can, operate on this creature.
Well, I think we have one of two plans. One, we slink back to the barracks room and take a long rest.
There's
Two,
one. Okay.
we come back up here, blasting. um,
I have an idea.
Okay. What do you got?
Uh-oh.
That doesn't bode well.
How, like, are they just purely arrow slits? Like, how large are the windows in this room?
Sorry. Yeah, they look more like, honestly, like holes in the wall than anything. They're not really slits per se. You could step out from them. They're almost like windows. At some point, maybe they were window slits, or slits, but like arrow slits. But yeah, it seems like more just like relatively large openings. You could try to just throw them all overboard. I don't know. It definitely seems like you could step through them if you wanted to. I see wheels turning in your head there. What do you got? What do you got?
I'm trying to decide if I should do something incredibly stupid.
Okay. We're always here to hear any ideas. No wrong answers right now. Put it on the board.
Delsa's like, how does a silo die tonight?
I do have a plan.
Okay.
Uh,
You want to relay said plan, or do you want to just have
okay,
it?
so we know that Zardarok, and I'm kind of getting the feeling that the gray-haired dwarf is Zardarok.
Yeah, sorry, maybe I didn't make that clear. The gray-haired, the one with the crown and the beard. Yeah, that's him.
Okay, so
Can we pull up the wanted poster?
assuming that's Zardarok, and we know he doesn't trust anybody, so is he, is it our belief that he's the only one that can control the beast at this point?
You haven't been told one way or the other. I do like that where your line of thinking in terms of like, yeah, he doesn't trust anybody, so he probably has. I don't know. Maybe he would probably put that in, but it's hard to say whether he this thing's like a machine and it's programmed a particular way, or he, gave it some sort of like sentience and like there's this creature. It's hard to tell.
How
And maybe he
ornate
trusts
is
that it doesn't
this
kill
crown?
him. Say again.
How ornate is the crown that he's wearing?
It is almost like this. It's fairly nice, but it seems like it's just this kind of this large piece of like rock stone. Like it's definitely nicely crafted. It does seem to have some sort of weight to it. As you can kind of see, like at the side of his head, there seems to be like parts where the weight of it's almost kind of like pressing against his skull.
Does it
And as this
match
gets,
the
like,
one
added
that
down-
was? Does it match the one that was on his girlfriend in the closet?
It seems like almost inspired by it. While that one was more thorny in nature, this one seems to be like more like
Rocky.
rock. Well, not rock. More that one was more like spiky, like thorny. Like this one just doesn't. It seems like more like sharp, like edges or something like that to it.
It's more delicate for a lady. His is more
Exactly.
manly, more rugged.
Yeah. Yeah, more rugged. We'll say with that. Yeah. Okay.
And
As
we-
you're going by here, one of them kind of like stands up and goes to almost like report himself to he kind of like comes around here and like he like stands tall, as tall as he is, and like reports himself to Zardarok, and Zardarok like smiles in this like almost shit-eating grin as he kind of like nods at him, and this Durgar kind of like starts walking away. He seems to be going to one of this other rooms that then kind of disappears. What are you guys doing? Time's of the essence here. What's going on?
Well, I mean, it's either TPK or a nice, peaceful long rest. So.
The rest of you guys just kind of hanging about, still reading.
Yeah, I'm still reading the book. Haven't heard any alarms.
I-
I mean, you got this information from Oz. I'm not sure, and Silo, like, do you guys have any
I-
ideas what they should do?
Yeah, I have no third level spell slots. I've got a few second level and a couple first level, but
would it be possible to try and get like insight into like the one that walked off like he was going to go get something and bring it back because I can't understand the language, or that they're just done with what they're doing? Like, what could I read from that interaction, not understanding the language?
Okay, yeah. Why don't you give me an insight check? It'll be a little bit harder of a DC per se, but maybe you can figure out what's going on here.
15.
Okay. You gather that they're pretty much wrapping up. Like, we are moments away from, like, he's probably getting something to kind of like wrap this up, while the other ones are just kind of like, when you kind of look at this thing, like they're nearly completed.
this thing looks built like a tank, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
It looks like it is structured like a tank, built like a tank.
Just I'm trying to decide if I should wait and see if the other one comes back with something, or to indulge in my own stupidity.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna say, have a bit more conversations. Figure out what you want to do, because I'm about to do something next year, so I need. I want you guys to have a moment to react or plan with something.
I feel like we don't have a good solid plan for spoiling our surprise, so maybe we should just and it sounds like it's already finished, right? So maybe we just rest.
The problem is, I don't think if we rest, this creature will be set loose. And we need to do something to attempt to delay its release.
Well, you're up there, so I trust your judgment.
Yeah, I mean, How much?
So the psychic whispers, can we talk to each other or do we have to go through Jimothy?
Let me hit it again.
Can speak telepathy with you and you with them.
You can speak to me and I can speak to you. I don't think you can speak to each other.
Okay.
I mean,
We'll just say for purposes, you relay to the group. Like,
yeah, like for brevity, I could anything you say to me, I can relay to everyone else. So
Okay. Because even though I can't see him, I'm assuming Oz is still up here with me.
I am.
Okay.
I say that out loud, but like.
oh, we're here.
Mentally. I ask Oz if he can, or ask Jimothy to relay to Oz, can he pull the lever to try and close the doors? And during the ensuing distraction, I'm going to grab Zardarok and jump out the window.
Okay. How noisy
damn,
is
oh
it
my
up here?
God. Actually, guys, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Real quick.
Okay.
He's going to check the DC on this. That's how high it is. He has to walk away.
I just broke the DM.
I mean, he is the big baddie. He's our guy. I don't think he's gonna just be taken, real easily.
No, and this,
It's not an attack until I grab him.
it's not. This mechanical dragon doesn't look like a pushover.
I mean, if all else fails, hopefully I can grab Zardarok and he can push us over the edge.
Yeah.
And not one-shot me. Process.
I was going to say, how far is this edge? Is this like
It's like,
dead?
But-
dead?
oh, I'm sure if you fall all the way, you're going to be dead.
That's assuming he can't fly or something.
I don't think a silo can fly.
I'm talking about.
Silo's going to try and misty step in midair.
I'm going to fall with style. And yes, Misty Step myself, letting Zardarok plummet into the room below us as I go by the window. Hopefully.
This would be a good day to have Featherfall prepared, but I don't.
It just makes it more dramatic.
Or you sneeze while casting the spell, so you don't get the verbal component right.
It makes you fall faster.
Yeah.
Express lane.
Instead of feather fall, it's tungsten fall.
Yeah.
Immediate terminal velocity.
Sorry, guys. My girlfriend, I thought she heard herself for a second there cooking, so I was just making sure she was all right.
Oh no.
Yeah, she just cut herself with like a blade, but she's okay. She's okay.
Well, that's not
I mean,
good.
you know, that's not as bad as the concussion that we got on stream that one day.
So, okay. So anyhow, sorry. Just wanted to attend to that and make sure that was okay. We were, you guys were doing something. You were about to do something drastic. Are you still committing to that?
Yeah, that's a word.
Yeah. I guess I will try to quietly move over to the lever. And I'll let Jimothy know I'm at the lever so that he can relay to a silo.
Yeah.
Okay.
I tell him to pull it, and if he pulls it and the doors start to close, I will sprint towards Zardarak, grab him, and jump out the window with him.
Okay. So Oz, you go over there. Seems like no one's perceiving you. Asilo, you notice that the guy who left comes back, and he's kind of like walking. This almost happening simultaneously towards Zardarok. He's almost like stepping right in front of you. You pause for a moment there. Oz, you pull on this lever, I presume.
Mm-hmm.
And you notice that this large mechanical mechanism starts to sputter next to you as the wheels stop. And it seems like this wasn't the thing that was going to close this. They all turn to see. They're like, wait, what's happening? Zardarok starts shouting. And then, Asilo, are you still committing with your plan?
Was the one that came in, like, is he carrying something to give to
He's got
Zardarak?
something in his hand, and you don't know, you can't quite see what it is, but he's got something in his hand. He's about to hand to Zardarok.
Okay, then I will grab him and jump out the window.
All right.
And during the process, grab whatever's in his hand that he's getting ready to hand to Zardarak. in an attempt to keep it with me through these next steps.
Okay, so we're gonna make sure we get the rolls here. So I need you to, I guess, roll to grapple, I guess.
Is that an athletics check?
Yeah, it looks like it's essentially just an attack action, it seems like. Yeah, I guess, give me an athletics check. I guess that's what it would be.
Hold on a second.
I want to make sure I get the rules right on this one.
I'm gonna very cowardly, like, after I pull the lever, I'm gonna move out. I'm gonna move like in between, like out the gap in the wall, and just put like stone between me and whatever's about to happen. In true coward fashion.
It looks like an athletics, and I could against its athletics or dexterity. So
okay,
we'll try to contest it. Because it does not see you, I will give you advantage, Asilo, to grapple this. Oh my god, no way.
It's a 25 to grapple and jump out the window.
Line them up.
It seems like what do we got here? Yeah, not great on this guy. It's gonna take a natural 20, it seems like, to actually beat you here, but we'll give it a go roll. How about a natural 1?
Sweet. I sweep him off his feet, and we go for...
Sweep him off his feet. You're like football carrying him out to the window. He's got... Wait, are you still going to try to jump, or are you trying to just grab whatever he has in his hand?
No, I'm going to jump with him, grabbing what's in his hand. So during the next step of this, as we're falling, I'm going to be looking towards the wall, and as soon as I see the opening into the room below us, I will misty step into that room.
Okay. All right. So
hopefully keeping a hold of whatever he was bringing.
So you go, right? You're going to try to take what he has in his hand as you're falling. I will have you roll another athletic check. No advantage here, as he's now aware that you're tumbling down. a couple hundred feet, as he's going to try to fight you to hold on whatever he has in his hand there. Okay, so
13 for me.
he rolls another natural one. Unbelievable. This is so stupid. Okay, so you grab this, and you notice that he you take like a potion from it seems like he's got a potion in his hand, and you take it from this individual. You have it in your hand. You haven't destroyed it. And you now are falling. You see one of the arrow slits as you're barely coming past it, and you're gonna Misty Step, cast Misty Step.
Yes.
Okay, just you. Are you bringing him with him, or are you just gonna let this?
Nope,
guy fall?
just me.
Okay.
Because I'm hoping whatever I'm taking from him is a way to like stop what's going to happen.
Okay, so
Just like a
you fall
selfie
down.
stick so they could take a picture with the dragon.
Probably.
And then I will. This is so funny. I will bring you back to the area as you, because you cast a spell, right? You become visible again.
Well, as soon as I grabbed him, I would have become visible because
Yeah,
that
that's
would be
true.
an attack.
And I will pull you back to the previous room as you guys see a silo fall, like almost like tuck and roll into this room here. And you notice that he has something in his hand. Okay, so Oz, you're still up there as you see this commotion. Let me remove a silo here. And I guess this guy, because he killed him. From what you gather. Zargarik is screaming, just like going berserk. The other ones, he just doesn't really say anything, but you notice that like he starts like smacking them and points to the window to go see what's going on. This one stops what he's working on and he goes over. He points to the other one that's kind of behind this dragon creature and it's like shouting at him. There's complete chaos up here. You start hearing footsteps coming from the hallway over here. Oz, what would you like to do?
Okay, so the elevator. I just turned the elevator off, didn't I?
Yeah, so you actually no, the elevator's still working actually. You notice that it's still working. It's just this kind of like large wheel mechanism because completely stopped that has like some sort of large shaft that extends to some other room that you can't quite tell. That's what stopped.
I have no idea what that is.
But
it does look like a cog. So mission accomplished. We stopped the cog in the machine.
I want to make sure that's right. Give me 1 second here.
I mean, it looks like it's all connected then to the elevator, which is why.
Yeah, I want to make sure that's right because it does have another function. I guess it's kind of giving away a little bit, but that's fine.
We just released the dragon that was in the other room. This was
Yeah,
the
probably.
spare. Shit.
This is baby dragon. The other dragon was
Much larger.
yeah, mama or papa.
Remember, you had the smaller version, so they just had to work their way up. It was tiny, then bigger, then bigger.
Okay. Yes. Sorry. Yes. I'm gonna resend that statement. Yeah. This actually does stop the door. Or the elevator. Sorry. And then so you notice that the elevator just kind of like, kind of like, whatever momentum it carried just kind of stops there. and the elevator is still. I mean, this happens within a moment, so it's just holding in the up position there right now.
Okay. Well, things
So
have
you-
gotten crazy. How high up is this? Like, is it 3 feet or is it like 10 feet? The middle cog. Does it look like a smooth surface on top?
Sorry, you're talking about over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like it's about maybe just like 2 feet above the ground here as it's rotating. It seems like whatever on this it's kind of like axle.
Okay. Then while Zardarok's shouting up a storm, I would like to climb up on top of it.
Okay. You do so.
And if he's continuing to shout up that storm, I'm going to just, as quietly as I can, just GTFO out of here and see if I can make my way to the other elevator.
Okay. So give me a perception check as you're
Sure.
kind of making your way through here. Okay.
21.
So you hear footsteps coming around from the corner here.
Yeah. When would I have heard those? Because I'll just stand up here, frozen, panicked.
Okay. I mean, I'll say with the 21, like I would have said if you would have rolled a little lower, you would have like heard him just as you turn the corner. I'll say you hear it earlier and on that you could still stay where you want to be at, I guess.
Okay, well then I am just gonna be up here and seeing what comes around this corner and reacting at that point in time.
Okay. So as you are waiting here, you notice that a couple more Durgar kind of like start appearing in the over here, and then you notice Zardarok stops shouting. You notice that the one over here has stopped working. He just kind of stands up and he shouts something to Zardarok. Well, not shouts, but like reports something to Zardarok. Zardarok, he kind of regains a little bit of composure, and he kind of like tells the other tells something to back to it. He takes a few steps back. Zardarok starts taking a few steps away from this thing. This guy as well. And you notice that the large dragon creature starts to like flap its wings in this like this huge sweeping gusts of wind. I'm gonna need I guess no, not yet. What are you doing as this is happening? As it's like looking as it's about to take off.
Shit.
I can't stop this by myself.
Okay. So
Not with that attitude, you can't.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to, I suppose, do the only thing I can think of.
Run.
And
run, Forrest, run.
I'm gonna like step over here as quietly as I can, and I'm gonna cast Cone of Cold for my Staff of Frost at. How do I cast this thing?
Okay, stepping up.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Cone of Cold for my. And it's a 60-foot cone, so I guess that's you know. Like, I'd love to get this guy, which I can't. I'd love to get that guy in it, but I don't think I can. Like,
Yeah,
I'd
no,
have to run past him.
yeah, essentially,
on,
yeah.
how do I
That's probably the
explain?
only way you can do it.
I basically have to run past him to like here,
Yeah.
and then I would not hit the big thing. So
Actually,
I guess
let me bring everybody over because I don't know if you guys can see this, but I want you guys, well, you can't see this, but I want you guys to see what the heck's going on here. So let me bring everyone over just so you have an idea of what the heck's going on. So I don't think some of you don't have characters on here, so let me put you guys on here as I want you guys to see Oz's moment.
the moment before Lathander's like, dude, too soon.
Silo was here, so we'll bring back. Okay, so are you guys all seeing this?
Oh God. Oh gosh.
And
Yep.
the moment I do this, I'm going to no longer be visible.
Yep.
Invisible, I mean.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you cast Cone of Cold. I need how many saves I need to roll here?
Presumably 3. You know, Zardarak, the guy back here, and the mechanical dragon. Otherwise, it's a con save. Against DC 15.
Okay. Zardarak fails. The other one succeeds. And you notice that the dragon creature seems to be not really affected by this as it continues to flap and it takes off into the sky as you guys have let the dragon loose into the world here.
Hold up. We did not build the dragon. We did not let this dragon go loose. This is not on us.
As it takes off, and it seems like next stop, 10 towns. As you guys are
town formerly known as 10 Towns.
As you guys are in a race to see whether you can stop this thing from destroying all, some, or none of 10 towns. And we're actually going to pick it up there next time and stop for the evening. I do want to say this. I don't want you guys to, because I want you guys like, this is roughly what's supposed to happen here. I'm not even supposed to be like, oh, you guys failed. Sorry, like I'm punishing you guys for not getting here in time. Like, it is supposed to leave as you guys are getting to it.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys were thinking like, man.
So you're saying we could have long rested?
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
Yeah. So I like
That's
look.
the takeaway.
I look down at the potion in my hand. Does it look familiar, or is it like? Can I even tell?
Probably just a bottle of champagne to be like commemorate, the dragon being built.
It's a really good vintage.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Daragard 19 whatever, something like.
That's 19.
It's not the Chevalier de Bellard.
No. So, okay, so for next time, there's two things I want you guys to think about. One is like whether you're gonna figure out what's gonna happen with this castle here, how, and two, like how are you gonna decide getting back if you decide to get back, or you're just gonna say like, 10 sounds, it wasn't that great. Come up with a strategy. So that's just something to think about for next time.
I think Oz has to escape first. He's got a couple tricks up his sleeve.
So I wasn't sure how this was gonna plan out. I thought you guys were all gonna kind of come up together. So
Split the party. Split the party.
Hey, I managed to single-handedly remove one of the players from the board. So
that's you actually did do that. That was actually really impressive.
I feel
and
like now, looking back, you should have just taken Zardarok.
yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it. Like shit, I thought whatever the guy was carrying out was way more important than Zardarok. And it's probably like a potion of frost resistance so he could ride the fucking dragon.
Now we
So, I
see if
Zardarok will take 38 cold damage, and the other guy will take 19.
yes.
Dwarg are resistant to cold. I don't
Sorry,
know.
say that again. How much?
38 points of cold damage, and then half for the other guy, unless they have any kind of resistances or immunities themselves.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, I will mark that, and then we will deal with it next time. So we'll stop there for the evening, just a little bit early, and figure out how we're gonna handle this.
I mean, the town could just fend for themselves. They can pay for our services.
clearly we come
Alright.
back up and ask Sardarok how long until it runs out of gas.
Either that or, call on another deity to, see if we can get some assistance. Little Miss Frostmaiden. It's like, this creature's gonna...
Is this where we try and pay the dragon to take out the other dragon?
Yes, if it was monetarily, motivated, but I doubt this dragon cares about money. Is the canon
One way to
one.
find out. You won't know until you ask. So,
Yeah.
all
Okay.
right, guys.
See
Well,
everyone
have a good
next
evening.
week.
Yep.
Alrighty. Have a good night.